Well, let's take a look at the news today. Bitcoin news, top stories. Let's see what the experts are saying. Bitcoin loses $10,000 or 17% in 24 hours after overnight rout. Bitcoin price tumbles after Wall Street sell-off. After Wall Street sell-off, this happened at like midnight. Wall Street was already closed. Or are they just saying, well, after? Dow Jones Industrial Average. 1 day, 5 days. Dow Jones hasn't really done too much up or down over the last few days. Honestly, it was a little slight downtrend, but then, barely. So that's nonsense, right? What else do we got? Bloomberg, Bitcoin plunged as much as 20% amid a broad tumble in the cryptocurrency sector. Sector? We're going to Sector 17, sir. 6 hours ago? Oh, that was Wikipedia. So in other words, is there any singular event? No. And even if there was, it's always an excuse. And I've been waiting months upon months upon months for this early Christmas present drop. And I had a Patreon post, which I'll just show you the charts for now. A while back, quite a while ago, I said, look, I've asked for dreams, and I'm pretty sure these are some answers I'm getting on crypto. And I've got Digibyte between 2 and 3 cents, which, let's take a look at that. The JSNP4's order fill last night, somewhere between 2 and 3 cents. Oh my God, look at this wick. Look at this wick. Look at my wick. Wow. At 2.6 basically, 2.5 cents. Current price 3.7. Now again, I've learned my lessons in the past. Don't get greedy. Don't try to put it right at 2. Because what happens? Oh, damn it, I would have missed it. So, on this one, I was just a little over 3. Little over 3 cents. And even at this price at 36 is higher than what I got back in. I got back in, honestly, about 333 actually was my number. So right around here is where I got in. And I had an order sitting there, literally on the exchange, waiting for months. It's just sitting there. Nothing's happening. The money's not doing anything. It's just say wait some more. Wait some more. And then last night happened. And I had a dream. I had an awesome dream. The price of Digibyte went down to real far. So I did not sell any of my silver bars, although you almost want to grab some money for some more crypto. But I'm like, no, don't touch your silver. How about my Doge price I got in a dream, which I told people 13 to 15 cents. Now, between you and me, this particular, Digibyte, I was pretty sure I got 2 to 3 cents. With Doge, I didn't get a range. Although I gave a range in Patreon just to be safe, I said my dream was 13 cents. That was it. And actually, I think it was a sliver lower than that. I'm going back. I got to go back months to remember this. I think it was just a hair lower. And I was like, well, did they mean 1, 3? Or I'm like, oh, probably 13 maybe. And I'm thinking, again, don't be greedy. So I put the call out then along with the Digibuy. Like, here's my orders, guys. Here's my low buyback prices. And these are general prices. I don't give people typically the exact price down to the 100th or 10th or whatever, because I don't want a sell wall or a buy wall with all my Patreon members and me at the same exact price point, this giant wall there, whether it's a sell wall or a buy wall to fill, so we can all get it, orders filled. So I'll be like, hey, it's 13 to 15 cents. And my order might be at 15 cents. My order might be at 14.44 cents. My order might be at 13.255 cents, That's generally how I roll. So This got down to 13, 15 cents. So 13 cents, you know. And I had an order in the 14s, just FYI. Boom. 2 out of 5 filled. Then we have a new order in recent times, Shiba. We don't need this. We don't need this stinking thing. Shiba, Shiba, Shiba. Ooh, baby. And it dropped down to 29.70 basically. Now this is the Binance chart, because there's so much volume over there. I tend to use that one when I'm looking at my charts, no matter where I happen to buy from. But well, I'll get that in a second. So I had an order at Shiba. I told everybody on my Patreon, look, I had an order back when it was close to 6 or around 6. I don't know, 5 something. I'm talking about the last 4 digits. I said I've got an order in at 45. I think I said if we start going down, it's probably gonna keep going. I've got an order at around 35 or ish again, and I moved my number slightly, and then I got one way lower. So I actually had one at 36.22, and that filled over here the other day. That filled here, and we ran up to what, 54, 50? Yeah. Again, I didn't buy in and out of this one at this point. I didn't make a move here, but anyways, 36.22, it goes down to 36.06, I think. So, oh my God, I caught the bottom. I'm the luckiest son of a bitch alive. But I'm like, no. I said, guys, I still have an order. And it's I said it's around 3,200. Anyways, between you and me, it was 3222. Gotta throw those 2s in there, those double and triple 2s. So I had 3222, which got filled right about here. Again, I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm not trying to catch the very, 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 very bottom. I just, like, you know what? I feel like this is a good one. I didn't get this number in a dream. But I did do a meditation when Woot dude was giving us this information. It was after he gave us this information. We had this huge run up. And I'm going, how can this thing go? And I swear I just thought of 35 in my mind. A 3 and a 5, like 35. So I'm going, so what's the price at? And again, it was like, in the 5s or 6s. And I'm like, huh. So that's when I did a post. And I go, hey guys, I got an order around this 35 now. I got a meditation. I don't know if I should trust my meditations because it's not in a dream. My dreams are way more powerful. I haven't gotten a dream, but I did get this in meditation. I go, I'm just going to throw this out there. So I told him I'm putting some orders out there. So again, 36.22 was my one order, and 32.22 was my other order. So those orders filled. So now I've got 3 out of basically 5 orders filled. And really 4 orders I've been waiting freaking months for. Minus Shiba. So that would be 3 out of 4, or is it, let's see. Digibuy, Doge, skipping Shiba. I had Theta, XRP, was that it? Digibuy, Doge, XRP, Theta. And then Shiba came along, so that would be 5, I guess. So I added to that. So of course I didn't have to wait months and months for Shiba, but I did on those other ones because of the dream number I got, or numbers I got. So Shiba was a new one. Anyways, Theta and XRP. So let's start with XR. Well, we're on Theta. Look at this wick, right? It stops. This freaking wick stops down here at $3.67. Again, those of you hodlers, hold on, makes weird. Ooh, I got Jabronev virus. Oh, jeez. No, seriously, this isn't the first time. Once again, Theta has dumped, and other coins too, down to below the price that I got out at and made a good profit, a real nice profit. Remember, I'm in at 12 cents playing this game, and I got out at $4.05 on that particular trade I was in with Theta, not my whole bag of Theta. And then, yeah, I watched it go to $8, $9, $12, $16. And I said, it's coming back down. It's going to come back below 10 even. No, it's never going down below double digits, Joe. You screwed up again. Okay. All right, we'll see. And here we are again at $3.67. This happened before. So let's go to the 3-day. You can see back in May, $3.89 after hitting an all-time high of approximately 16 bucks. It dropped $3.93. Then it did it in these two different candles. These are 3-day candles, by the way. So within a week's time in July, and honestly back in June even, look at June, $5 and whatever, 30 cents or so. Then it did it again in July, twice, 2 different days, three different 3-day chart, so it's about a week apart. Down to what was that, 46, 50, 350, 355, and then again a couple days later, whatever. Then we run back up to 960, and then we're back down to 460. Back up to 8 something again today or last night, however you want to look at it. Drops down to 3. And now the number I saw was 369, by the way. This one here is saying the low. Well, when I have my mouse over here, the low, if you look at the very top of the screen, 365 ish, whatever. So that was theta. It's done this before. After everyone's swearing, Joe, you don't know what the hell you're doing. No, it's never going that well. But look, if you want to draw some lines here, some channels. Ish, again, ish. And this is kind of, this is kind of a bottom, really. If you look at all these prices, they're so close. It's really a bottom. And it's very straight across. So you know how, again, I'm looking at the 3-day. So you're talking December, January, February, March. These things would meet technically way out here, May time frame maybe. But again, crypto can bounce off the bottom, bounce off the top, hit some resistance, and then just break through. And that's honestly what we're thinking is going to happen ultimately with this market, and we think so in the near future. To be honest, but again, if you're the club, you're always you're not going to lose. You are not going to lose. I've said this a million times. The owners and creators of Tether, which, let's go take a look how much new Tether is in existence today, as they just created out of nothing. They have no backing. They've never proven they've had backing. To $1 asset for every single Tether that's out there. Volume, circulating supply, 74 billion Tether. Again, we were calling them out when they said they had $2 billion in Tether. We got the backing. It's in a bank account. All right, show us with an auditor. All right, auditor comes. They won't show us anything. All right, we're out of here. Oh, that's all right. We got a second auditor. Second auditor shows up. Yeah, they won't give us anything either. We're out of here. Well, trust us. We've got it. Then the Southern District of New York and some other entity fined Tether not too long ago, like fairly recently, millions and millions of dollars for saying, for actually realizing when you claimed you had this particular instance of money, Tether, you didn't have the backing. Oh, shocker. But that fine and everything was for back when they had a tiny amount of Tether and claimed they had the backing and they didn't. They now have 74 billion Tether out there without the backing. Again, they got the backing all of a sudden. They said, well, we had some dollar backing, but now we have other assets, real estate and stuff. And again, the rumor is, and I'm sure, like all conspiracies, give it 6 months, it'll become true. They were heavily invested, I don't know, heavily or however much, but they were invested in the Evergrande bonds or whatever, stocks, whatever the hell it is, over in China that is now currently imploding. We can't make any payments. We're done. $300 billion worth of crap up in smoke, essentially. So that's Tether. And this is Theta. So, funny story. And you can go look this up yourself if you'd like to, if you have Blockfolio, or it's now called FTX. If you search for Tether on there and add it to your list if you don't have it there already, and you go into it, there's a section that says, you know, global average. In other words, pull the price data from global average from all the exchanges. You can set it to one specific exchange. And if you set it to Binance, for example, it'll pretty much match exactly what you see right here, because this is the Binance thing. But even on the global average, it matches the same. So when this says, oh yeah, the low was 476 or whatever it was, it's going to be right there with it. But if you want to pick individual exchanges to show the price, you can. So in my Patreon, someone goes, Joe, I had orders on KuCoin. KuCoin, KuCoin. Joe, I had an order for Theta. I forget his exact price. It was like $2.20 something, $2.20 something cents. Maybe it was $2.22 or something. He goes, my order filled. I'm thinking that's not possible. I'm watching this shit live. Actually, he was writing in the comment section as I posted a post like at 1 o'clock in the morning last night. I go, holy shit, it's Christmas early. And I go look at KuCoin specifically. Son of a bitch, he's right. Someone was cleaning house on KuCoin, and they couldn't get the coins from anywhere other exchange, I guess, fast enough. Maybe they weren't tied into Binance or some other thing where they can just share liquidity and stuff. And anyways, it got down to, I think, $1.99 or some shit, $1.96. That wick that you see here at 3 whatever something got down to $1.96 on KuCoin. My dream number, which I'll say it for now, right now, was $2.39 for Theta, and I was at a gas station in the dream when I asked this months ago. What's the low gonna be before we go way back up again? You know, I want to capture a low first, the low first, if I can. And again, if you did one trade all year long, think about this, one stupid trade. Imagine being my Patreon all year and I gave you one trade. But this was it. And we sold way later, like I have been doing, and waited for this and didn't do anything else. And this just happened. And everything's down 20, 30 something percent. And again, by the way, I don't know that this is done. Oh yeah, everyone's going to pile back in right now. I don't know that this is done. And even though I got these dream numbers, you know, it's like, because Theta, for me, global average, which means all the other exchanges, Binance and everybody else, it never got down to $2. Much less $2.39 like my dream. But it sure got down to, again, 360 something, 370, whatever. But my dream was I was at a gas station and I was looking at all the prices of the different grades of, you know, premium, low grade, whatever, and then diesel. And I had this flatbed diesel, which I did have at the time for that RV toy hauler that I had. And then that thing was giving me so much trouble, that truck. I said, F this. Getting rid of the truck. I'm getting rid of the RV. I'm going to go get a Class C that I can drive around. My wife likes those better than anyway. So we got a Class C out of that. You know, traded them in and got a Class C. Anyways, I'm at a gas station in the dream, and I'm getting gas, and I need it for that diesel flatbed. So I need diesel. And I'm looking at all of the prices of gas, and I'm noticing they're all in the $2 zone. But not exactly the same exact price. But like, you know, one's $2.25, one's $2.39. My diesel was $2.39. The other one was $2 something. The other one was $2 something, you know. And I'm like, whoa, okay, cool. So that's what I got. I ended up telling people, again, this was months ago. And here we are waiting. But again, in the meantime, there's trades to be happening. So it's like, oh yeah, Woot called. We need to jump on Shiba. Joe, why are you selling? You know, Dick Algier Psychic said 100x and blah, blah, blah. I know. But I've learned my lesson from 2017. And woo-woo dude with spirit. Never leave money sitting on the table. You hodlers who do nothing but hodl. Speaking of, you and me, baby, do nothing but hodl. Let's do like they do on the J Snip for channel. Steven did a song a long time ago. Did that song? Let's do like they do. Let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Bloodhound Gang was the group. See, if you're just a hodler and you're not willing to take any risk, and again, when I say risk of trading, I'm not talking like buy in with your whole bag, sell with your whole bag, do it again. That's so risky. I just can't even. I mean, you're nuts if you're trading your whole bag like that. But you know, of course, risk reward. If you did, holy crap, and you know, you planned this one out. Oh my God, you'd be making a fortune. But again, I'm not willing to take that risk. Not even me. Got all my debt paid off, houses paid off. Again, like I said, I paid everything off earlier this year. With crypto, I took my profits that were staring me because they were great. Yeah, some of them got better, but so what? Never leave money sitting on the table. So, like I said, I'm looking at this freaking helicopter. Oh, Spirit, I wonder if you can make this, 50% profit here in the next week. Man, I'd like to be able to cut down on the money I need to take out of my bank account, man. Big time. I'd like to use it in just Shiba profits. And I got enough in Shiba that if I made 50%, man, I could just about buy that helicopter, Boom, a week later, we're going to give you more than 50%. We're going to give you more than 100%. It was 2,500 when I bought a bunch more. It went up to 8.8 or 8,800, if you will. Not 8.8, 8,800. I didn't sell it at 88. I sold it at 6,000. But from 2,500 times 2 is 550 or 5,000. I sold at 6. So that's way better than 100%, doubling. And I'm like, oh my God, you gave me more than enough, Spirit. That was incredible. A week later, and amazing. And so I'm very thankful for that. I listened to their advice. And when Woot Dude calls me and Spirit's all over his ass, they go, Joe, they're telling me you made 100% this morning. And I go, I don't know. I haven't even looked at the charts today. Last I looked, it was up 38% or so. I look, holy shit, it's up. Oh my God, it's more than 100%. He goes, take your profit. And I go, yep. You don't got to tell me twice. I'm see you later. I'm going to do it right now. And I did. It was at 6 again, and it climbed higher. And believe me, I watched it climb higher, going, oh shit, I should, I didn't say this, but the average person would, well, I should have just waited a little bit longer. Damn it, 2 hours later, it hit the freaking 8. And so what? How could you possibly cry about earning over 100%? Well, you could have made, blah, blah, blah. I know. But I still got a helicopter out of this deal. I still had a quarter of what I had pulled out left over to trade with because it went up so high. So I made some trades. As I mentioned, I added Shiba to my list of coins orders waiting to be filled. And it worked. Shiba filled. Digibyte filled. Dogecoin filled. I only got XRP and Theta now that didn't fill. So speaking of that, we look at XRP. And I don't know, or that's XPR. Excuse me, that's XPRT. That's persistence token. But again, just to show you, when the market moves, in generally the same direction. Doesn't matter the coin for the most part. So here's XRP, got down to 60 cents. And in USDC, same thing, 60 cents. It's a different trading pair, different coin, USDC and USDT. Again, I don't want to mess with Tether. I don't want to. I don't want to take that risk. And imagine now, we're here today, right? Just imagine this for a second. Everything's at the prices you see, 78 cents, XRP, whatever. And then all of a sudden, oh, bad news for Tether. Yep, it just happened. Tether's just collapsed. That's the biggest trading pair in all of the market, crypto market, period. Tether against other coins. The devastating impact that would have would wipe the market out very badly. It would recover, but it would look really nasty. Like, you think this looks nasty. This isn't nasty. If Tether were to implode, like, all of a sudden, again, oh, just coincidence, this happened and Tether dumped, and they got found out, and then trading all the exchanges, no more Tether, you can't use Tether, switch it to other pairs. Oh my God, everybody's panicking. Who knows? But White Dove said a long time ago, the day's coming where Tether will implode, and it will affect the market badly, she said. And but it will. She said the market will recover. We'll get through it, and it'll recover, and it'll go back up. But that is going to happen at some point. So all I'm saying is it would be pretty crappy if this happened right now, which this did, and then over here, oh, you see this again because Tether just crapped the bed. But where I'm going to go with this is I have XRP orders around 30 cents. even though my dream number was lower, slightly lower. And Evelyn got that right away a long time ago, months and like early this year. She got that number 27 as the number. And I'll just tell you a funny story. When I was coming back from a little trip a couple months back, I'm asking Spirit all kinds of interesting stuff about the mountain, my treasure hunting stuff, and I'm like, if that hole that I discovered that I knew I could have swore I saw out of the side of my side vision of the drone, I never saw it with the drone, 2 years ago. And I said, I had newer footage. As I mentioned, I had to go up there to storage. I think that's what that trip I took to get some stuff out of storage. I wasn't feeling good about it, leaving it up there in storage because I'm like, I'm not going back anytime soon. I just need to get my stuff out of there. I got gas and some four-wheelers and the generator stuff. It's going to go rotten. I'm like, I got to get it. Anyways, that's why I did that trip. But while I was there, I'm going to go drone that spot. And that spot is the one I showed on JC's channel a while back. We did a live stream, and I showed this weird heat, because this drone has two cameras. One's a heat sensing camera, a FLIR camera, and there's these little black dots all over the place, and as the drone moved, the black dots were like out of phase. It was really weird. But that hole, I thought I saw the corner of my eye, was in fact there, and I saw it, and I go right up to it, and that's the footage I show. So I'm driving home, and I'm like, Spirit, just to see if you can. I knew they could, but can you communicate with me on license plates? If there's anything in that cave or that hole, whatever that is, of interest to me, and I said, if there's gold, silver, artifacts, hell, maybe even some petroglyphs on the walls, give me a crazy license plate number, like maybe 888 or I don't know, maybe 999. Or both, like even on two different cars. An 888 car goes by and a 999 car goes by, somewhere on that license plate there's triple nines. And I go, to find triple numbers like that's probably pretty hard. And I go, maybe like 88 something and then an 8. Or like a, 99 something and a 9. That would be okay too. And then I go, you know what, Spirit? Also, on second thought, by the way, I'm telling you this because I'm going to tell you about a crypto in a second. And I go, forget the petroglyph thing. I mean, yeah, that'd be cool to go inside something and see that. But I'm after artifacts, some gold, silver, stuff like that. Spanish armor. If that stuff's in there, do that. Just take off the thing about the petroglyphs. And so I'm like, okay. So, I mean, shortly after that, there goes an 88. Not 888s, but an 88. No, another 88. No, there's a 99, but no triple nines and no triple 8s. Okay. I'm on the phone with Woo Dude. Of course, I see a car go by with like 2222. Oh, of course, 4 2s in it. Like, give me a break. And I'm telling him about it. Just having a little conversation while I'm driving. I was by myself. Miles and miles of road to cover. And I'm telling him a little bit about what I'm doing. As I'm on the phone, I think we hang up. And this pickup truck goes by me. I mean, right, we hang up. Moments later, this thing goes by. And the license plate was 889899. 889899. Triple 8s and triple 9s in there, essentially. And I'm going, that's one license plate. Oh my God, I was just asking like maybe an 888 on one car and a 999, even in that fashion, like 99 something 9, I'd be okay with that. And ultimately, I think before this truck came by, I did get a car that was like 88 something 8, and then another car that came by that was 99 something 9. But again, it wasn't like the triple. But I thought, well, there it is. Holy crap, that's what I asked for. And I told Spirit, like, it doesn't have to be exactly like triple next to each other, because I'm thinking, excuse me, what's the chances of the same number on a license plate 3 times anywhere in there? And I'm going, well, maybe a 9, maybe at least 2 of them should be together. I'm bargaining with Spirit. Like, I'm trying to set the parameters. And I'm going, well, I'm being a little ridiculous with what I'm asking for, so let me lessen that a little bit. Next thing I know, Spirit's like, no, you got your 88 something 8, you got your 99 something 9, and that's what I'm talking to Woo Dude. Hang up, truck goes by, 889899. Oh my God, phone again. Woo Dude, you're not gonna believe this. We just hung up. Guess what just passed by me? And I tell him the number. Oh my God. So that was Spirit telling me Go in that hole. There's it either leads to something or something's in there that is very much going to interest you. Son of a bitch. Okay, thank you. So I'm like, well, that number, to get that number on the license plate is absurd. The final one on the truck, the pickup truck. I mean, that's just absurd. But it did it. You got to be kidding me. Okay. Thanks, Spirit. Since that happened, hey, Spirit. You know you gave me that 27-cent number quite a while ago. My wife, too, she got it first from you. If it's been a lot of months, you know, just to verify, is that still on for XRP? If it is, could you maybe show me a license plate? Or maybe the number, I said maybe the number changed even slightly or something. Maybe it's not 27 cents anymore, because that was months and months and months ago. I said, but whatever the price is, could you show me a license plate that has the price and then something as close as you can get to XRP on the license plate? And I said, you know, I don't know if that's possible to have XRP in order like that, or something at least like, and I'm like telling them, like, or at least like XP or XR or something, like, you know, at least close enough to catch my attention. And I'm like, you know, that should be fair enough. You know, we'll see. So I'm driving. Again, didn't take long. Oddly enough, this doesn't take long when this happens. And I'm on the interstate. So it's not like there's a whole bunch of stopped cars, thousands of them, and I'm passing by all of them, and I get to look at all these license plates. We're all going in, like, traffic. Yeah, there's a few cars might pass me. I'll be passing a few cars. You know, I'm just flow of traffic. And I see this car on my left coming up, and it has, like, one of these little trailer hitch things that like carry like a little mobility scooter for an old person, but there's no scooter on it. And the bottom part actually of the scooter, which is like that diamond plate stuff you can look through, was like folded up, so it was kind of obstructing the license plate a little bit, but there was enough holes that I could still read the thing. And it was going by kind of quick, and I'm like, oh my god, did it just say 027 XRP? No effing way. No way. So I'm like, and I'm pulling this little trailer, and I'm like, I'm hauling ass. I'm catching back up to that car. I have to see what I think I just saw. So I catch up. I'm looking over. And the diamond plating was positioned so perfectly for that particular hole. It was 027 XPP. And the middle P, which I was hoping was an R, had one of the little diamond things perfectly aligned with it that made it look like an R. Both when it passed me and when I caught back up to it. So I had to like move myself in my car, my truck, to... Oh, it's a P. It's a P, so XPP. But I'm going, it's literally 027 XPP. And I told Spirit, you know, God, I'm asking for a lot, ain't I? Imagine a car giving me a dream, or excuse me, showing me my dream from, you know, 6 months ago or whatever the hell it was, of 27 cents, 0.27. And a car drives by with 0.27 and XRP on the effing license plate. There's only room for 6 numbers anyways. On this type, I think it was a Florida license plate. Which we typically have 6, 3 and 3. And then no, you know, whatever. So, I'm like, OMG. 027 XPP. So I thought, okay, here's your sign, you know. But I'm wondering, I thought, well, you know, in recent times, well, is it possible that we're going to have this huge run-up, then a crash, like everyone's calling for this crash in like February or so, right? And maybe then my numbers will come. But I'm thinking, but if we went really, really, really high to where stupid numbers are here, and then come back down to these numbers, does that sound logical? You never know in the crypto market, so I'm like, So I think I asked... Again, I go, okay, Spirit. Actually, I did. And I go, if this is still supposed to happen, these low prices, before the big run, the next big giant run up, and I don't mean a nice little run up, I mean the big one, show me such and such. Now, I don't remember the number I asked now. But it was another stupid number that I don't normally look for. Like, I wasn't going to ask for 2s or the 8s or the 9s because those, you know, like, well, those already hit, and, you know, maybe 555 or some weird number. Combination. Next thing I know, boom, there it goes by me. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Dang. So, excuse me, it happened. And I go, okay, so they're telling me we're going to have a big drop before the big run-up. They just confirmed it. And the fact that they did the cave thing for me, 027 XPP license plate, like, I'm talking to Woo dude, a car flies by with 2222 on it. And then a while goes by. I pull over. I'm getting gas. I go inside of a restaurant to sit down and eat. I remember passing a car that had 222 on the license plate. And this was on the way back in Texas. Or no, it wasn't the way there. It was one or the other. Might have been the way there. And to New Mexico to go to that storage unit. So I'm seeing these 22, and I asked a question to Spirit, and I don't even know what it was now. and all these 2s start showing up. I go, okay. But I go, well, I always see a lot of 2, so maybe I should ask for a different number. So there's one car, 222, and it's a Texas license plate. And in Texas, it's like, I think, a 2-digit thing, and then a space, and then 4 numbers usually. It's like, AG 1234. And that's it. So I'm like, wow, this was like something 222 or 222 something. I was like, whoa, that's, 3 out of the 4 numbers, 222, wow. So I go in and eat, gas, this and that, get back on the interstate. It's rush hour traffic. Actually, the first time it was rush hour. When I pulled off in 8 and all that, I got off 8, came back on, it wasn't too bad. I'm driving, I'm on the phone with Woot, we're talking again, boom, here comes a car, and I swear, I don't know, now I don't remember, is it the same car? Because it has a 222 again on the license plate, Texas plate. And I'm going, it might be the same car. Just to be fair, I'm like, dude, but wait a minute. It passed me before. I didn't pass it passed me. I got off and got gas. I got off and got an 8 at a restaurant, sat down and ate. I'm back on the interstate, and now it passes me again? Whoa. And I was traveling for a while. When it finally came up, I go, and there's Woot on the phone. And here comes by. I'm telling this story about something up there. Oh my God, it just passed us. 222 just passed us. Spirit was like playing games with us. So, final statement. 027 XRP did not happen. Even I looked on KuCoin, and actually it was the same price on KuCoin as it was everywhere else. And it got down to 60 cents. It did not get to 27. It did not get to 30, right? And I have orders above 30, just FYI, because I'm not going to try to play it down to the absolute bottom. I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to miss an opportunity, so I'm above 30 cents. Theta, again, got down to 367 or so. My dream number was $2.39. I have orders a little bit above that, or I have an order. So, if we're not done falling yet, market, and XRP at, let's say, 80 cents. Actually, I take that back. I take it back. KuCoin had XRP at 40 or 41 cents. I believe I checked it too. It was 40 or 41 cents XRP on KuCoin. Boy, wouldn't you love to grab that. But all the other exchanges didn't have those prices. They have the prices you see here, which is insane. But insane compared to KuCoin. Anyways, if XRP at now 80 cents, again, it got to 60. It would need to dump another 50% from 60 to go down to 30, right? To 30 cents. Then my dream, I could say, okay, it's a hit. So if XRP at 80 cents right now has to drop, 70% or something? I don't know. To go down to that price. And Theta, we'll just say $5 because it's close. It's 49. At $5, cut in half, 50%. That puts it right in line where I need it to be, $2.50. If that happens, Doge at 17 cents is going to, again, probably get cut around the same in half, or, maybe not 50%, maybe it's only 40%, whatever. ETH, same thing. Litecoin, same thing. Shiba, again, at 38 right now, cut that in half. That would be 16, 17, 18, 19. This would be 19 something something. And I'm going to tell you guys, we're all expecting a 0 to be cut off and then a 1 to be put in front of this as a potential next trade. And But Woot told me, he goes, I also got, like, the next thing's going to be a 1 regarding Shiba. He goes, but I'm not hearing if it's up or down. Although I do believe it will be at some point at the up, and then we can make a trade, and then it'll come down, and then we'll go back up again. And he gave me some numbers. He goes, but the number 1 could be on the way down too. So there's still 4 zeros and then a 1, which is lower than the 2,500 we all got in at initially, and I cashed out at 6,000. So just be prepared. So again, there would be a 1, wouldn't there? 1 9 if this got cut in half. 1 right here where the 3 is. 1 9 something something. But who's to say it had to be from this exact price today right now? What if it's 50% from where it was at? Let's call this 3 even. That'd be 1,500. A 1 5 as opposed to 1 9. It's still a 1 in the front, right? So I'm just preparing you. Always expect the unexpected. Having said that, if this is the bottom, and we're already in December, big run up, Shiba's going to do a big giant thing, and some people are saying, well, I don't think it's December, I think it's January. Again, I don't care, and I know that with the psychics, the timing typically is not right. It just typically isn't. Why? I'll never know, but it is what it is. So what happens if we have to wait till January? It's I thought it was December. Then if you panic and sell, that's your problem. I'm going to wait till I see the numbers I need to see. And I don't care, oh, well, if it's February, but what about the 222 thing? Maybe we do have a huge run-up, and maybe it is in February before this big, giant next phase of a, the pullback, big pullback. Again, we don't know. But when Spirit talks and I get a dream or Woot gets something or whoever, I'm like, hey, this is what just happened. So I'm going to tell you a funny story. I'm normally in bed at 11 something at night. I don't usually go to bed at like midnight. And last night, I'm up late, and it's almost 1 a.m., and my friend who used to live in Australia, he's psychic, he's like, hey, hopefully you're not sleeping. I'm like, no, I'm awake. He goes, look at the market, tanking. And I go, oh. Well, I look at my phone, and it's like, oh, there's an alert of, I think it was Doge. Doge has dropped below whatever my alert level was. And I go, oh, shit. Maybe some stuff's filling. Oh, my God. So I would pull up my laptop. I'm looking at my phone to start with. Whoa. Oh, my God. Yeah, everything's down really good. Let me log into the exchange. Oh, that order filled. Digibyte filled. Doge filled. Oh, my God. This is great. What about XRP? What about Theta? Not yet. Oh, well, what about my Shiba 3222? Oh, my God. It filled too. This is great. 3 out of 5 orders ain't bad. I'm happy with that. And because of the amounts these things have dropped, percentage-wise, again, if I waited and waited and waited just for this one trade, it would have been a great trade for the year. But there were plenty of trades in between. I'm doing this, I'm waiting for that. Not that there was a whole hell of a lot of trades, but there's enough that, if you're my Patreon, you should have had something happening, But you can't pick and choose the trades where, I don't know if I want to do that one. Because if you're doing every one that I do, and when I say these things about, I did this and that, then that applies to you too. But if you're like, well, I didn't take that trade, but I took that one wasn't that good, but I missed that one because I just didn't feel like I wanted to take it. I love you, but that's your problem. You know what I mean? Like, I love you. I'm telling you what I'm doing. You don't have to follow my every move, but I come out here for a reason to tell you. So, again, just be prepared that there could be more downside here. Again, a double whammy would really wipe people out, would cause massive fear and panic into the market. Everyone would be, so many people would dump. Oh my God, this was the high. We got to get out. We're going to a bear market. And then the elite, the club, with their free tether, are going to scoop it all up from the weak hands who panic sold. Not sold as a trade. You don't sell when the market's dumping like this. That's when you start stacking in orders and chase it down if you want to. Or you have super low orders like I did and just waited. Oh, I don't have to chase it down. I'll just wait for them to hit. But with Shiba, I started placing some on the way down, and I mentioned it on Patreon. Okay, I got some orders here. See if I can grab some there. And if it goes way down here, hell, I'll have to put one down there too at 32.2. Boom, got it. But what if we go down in the 15, 19 range? What if the stuff gets cut off at 40 more %? Then it is what it is. But this is also why you have to have orders sitting on an exchange, limit orders with your price put in, saying if it hits this, I want this much. Because everyone panics to get on the exchanges, to make trades. I can't get on Coinbase. I can't get on here. People were saying I couldn't even log into KuCoin to see if my orders filled, Joe. But they're like, but I did have them placed. And I'm like, if you had them placed, high probability they filled. Without you even being able to log in because it was so backed up with people trying to log in. It just won't let you log in. Coinbase does the same thing every time. But if you're there with your orders in place, they typically will fill. So that's why I tell people, have your orders ready. And Woodoo goes, Spirit's telling me not to do that because for me, I have to press the button every time and go into my app and press buy more or sell. And usually the thing doesn't work because it's going crazy with so many people. The app stops working. And I go, yeah, that all makes sense. For a newbie, doesn't know this type of stuff, I don't know how to do limit orders. It doesn't make sense to try to, can you imagine having an alert on your phone? It's 1 a.m. It starts waking you up. Hey, stuff's down. Oh, let me go into Coinbase. I'm going to buy right now. Yeah. Oh, can't log in. Sorry, the server disconnected you. Refresh. Sorry, this app is not responding. Oh, it's starting to go back up now. Shit. I don't have time for that. I'm too smart for that. Okay? IT guy. I'm too smart to not use this system that's there that makes life easy. Many people, you can't handle it, and I get it. But if you're a hodler and you're missing out on this stuff, again, I'm a millionaire, I'm not a millionaire. I'm a millionaire, I'm not a millionaire. And I mean by big swings. I'm a millionaire, I'm definitely not a millionaire. This is why I have to take a chance. I have to trade. I've been doing it all year. Again, not that I've done a whole bunch of trades, but I've done some trades this year, capturing my profit, licking my ice cream, as we say. I'm not going to let doubling of my crypto in a week's time, Shiba, sit there and go, but it's good. So-and-so says it's going to do 100x, and I believe in that person. I believe in Dick Algar when he says I've got a psychic. He's got a psychic that's incredible, and said blah blah blah. I believe him. I don't know if it would be December or not, but then Janine with the cards with JC, they did something regarding Shiba. Certain questions they asked that said this particular thing we asked, which was a positive thing, looks to be still on. And if it's December, it looks like it's December. I thought, oh, interesting. So again, if you're the elite and you pull the rug out from everybody right now, and then it runs up massively, and let's say Shiba does 100x this month, like literally like what she said, and the timing was right, everything. She is, as in Dick Algar psychic. And you had an opportunity to sell at 6 with J Snip and buy at 32 and 36 with J Snip. And then this 100x happened. You had a bigger pile of Shiba than you had before to experience the 100x. And again, I'm not telling you to sell all your Shiba at one fell swoop, and because that's risky. You could do it as long as you understand the risk and you're okay with it. Fine. I'm not okay with it. So I wish you the best of luck. Let's see what happens. Because again, this could be the big fall, and Christmas comes, and the market's still red. And hey, what happened to Shiba? What happened to this? What happened? And then all of a sudden January comes, and boom! Oh my God! Off to the races. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll play out a little differently than everybody thinks. All I know is I've been in this game a long time. I went to bed last night with zero emotions, zero in my gut turning. Oh, the market. Oh my God, my portfolio's down 20%, 30%. Oh my God. Nope. Because I had orders. I told you I've had forever waiting to fill, and I'm and again with the video with Woot and JC. Thursday night, 2 days ago, and I said, I passed by this little light pole. There's 2 light poles. There's 2 vultures up there, one on each light pole. Remember the thing you sent me, Woodoo? The 2 vultures waiting to pounce on something, this old Bugs Bunny cartoon? I go, Spirit showed me that, like, fairly recently, a few weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I don't know. And I go, man, I think they're letting me know it's get ready to pounce, That's the first time I've seen something like that. Matter of fact, it's the first time I've seen vultures standing on top of a very skinny light pole. Like one on this light pole and one on the pole next to it. The other ones were down there feasting on something. These 2 are just sitting there waiting to pounce. And I go, but the food's down there. The other ones are eating. What are you guys waiting on? Well, that's your sign, J-Snip. Get ready for a dump coming soon. And I'm talking to Woodoo about it. I'm like, I wonder if that's what this means. And then last night happens. So I get stuff in my dreams. I get stuff driving in the car. All I do is ask, hey, Spirit, Sometimes I'll ask in here. Sometimes I'll physically say it. When I'm alone in my car, I'll talk out loud like they're sitting right next to me. And when I got back to Florida on that same trip I've been telling you about, remember I've mentioned there was something that happened to me and my wife on the mountain, a spirit thing. Scared the shit out of us when it happened. And then I realized later, it's not what you think. It's not to be feared. Okay? And I'll explain that one day when I'm ready to tell the story. I've asked for confirmation after that a few weeks later, and it gave me confirmation. Yeah, you don't have to be scared. Totally different than what you think, and it was awesome. So now that I knew that, I'm driving home, and I start thinking about that all of a sudden. I'm in Florida by myself again, and actually I took the RV, and then I pulled the trailer, and so I'm driving. It's nighttime. And I think I'm going to make it home. Yeah, I'm going to make it home to where I can sleep in my own bed, like 11 o'clock at night I'll get home, something like that. So I'm thinking about that thing that happened, that entity, if you will. And I said to it, if you want to hang out and ride home with me, I mean, it's just me and you. I don't mind your company. If you want to hang out inside this RV with me, great. I'll take your company anytime you want to hang out. Next thing I know, hair starts standing up, goosebumps, back of the neck, hair, everything. And I feel something right here. Either a hand or its head. And honestly, I think it was its head. And when I tell you the story, you'll know why I'm saying that. It was very positive, friendly, loving feeling. And I'm sitting there driving going, oh my God. And of course I'm looking like, can I see it? Can I see it? I can feel it. My hair's standing up. My goosebumps are going crazy. And I feel something right here on me. and not so much like a physical, but more like, if I'm staring this way and you snuck up behind me, the presence of somebody, I'm going to go without you, I'm going to feel your presence. That's what it was. And it wasn't, again, this was not a bad thing. And I asked for it again. And it did it. And I'm like, dang, man, this is incredible. This is so cool. So, one day I'm going to tell that story, the full treasure hunting story. And when this thing presented itself to me and my wife, of course, when you hear it, you'd understand why we got the shit scared out of us and ran away. Ran out of there. Sliding halfway down the mountain, scratching up our knee, or my wife's knees. Whew, that was rough. And then I went back up with a gun in my hand this time, which I left down in the Jeep at the time. This is back when it happened. Because I'm like, I've got to scan the ground. I want to see if there's a void down here. I'm sure there's a void we're trying to get into. And then I get back up there, and I'm listening intensely for this thing. And there's nothing there. And I'm like, okay. Maybe, maybe it was just something, we're just thinking, too hard about some noise or something, And then it does it again. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, maybe it doesn't want me to scan here. Maybe this is like sacred ground, which I figured it was sacred. But maybe it's telling me don't turn that thing on. It's like, don't do that. And I go, well, I don't know what it's doing, but I don't want to disrespect anything. So I'm leaving. I'm going back down again without scanning this damn thing. And I've been waiting for this thing to come in the mail. I got it. My wife was up there with me. This is back in 2019. She experienced the first thing, but she stayed down the second time. She wasn't about to go back up, and her knees were bleeding from getting scratched up, falling a couple times. Because we were literally hauling ass out of there, and it's not a straight run. It's like, a slanted thing we're running across it to get out of there. But it did it again. And I go, son of a bitch. I go, okay, so I left. Then I figured out later that day, actually, and the next day. No, it was later that day. And then once I got home in Florida and I asked it to do it again, I realized for sure this is not what I thought it was. I have no reason to be scared. This is awesome. I have something that presented itself to me, and it's very, very important. It's very spiritual. It's very powerful. And I'm one of the luckiest people on the earth to have this happen to me, according to my Indian friends. And I'll tell you that story. We're getting close. I feel it. We're getting close to where I feel like, all right, it's time to tell the story. We've told most of the whole story before, without that part, and maybe a couple other things. I think, I don't know. So that'll happen, and I sense it will happen sooner rather than later. It was just crazy. Anyways, take it easy.